Hello, good morning from this part of the world, guys. I hope that Timothy should get drenched. Yes, Timothy, Mr. Timothy, you shall get drenched. On which channel? My channel? I don't know. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, oh my lord. So many people are here. You people don't sleep, huh? Daylight vampires? Actually, I went through a cruel tutelage of 1 month, gruesome job. I mean, that is part of the job, anyways. I got my blood pressure medicines as well. It was 90/30, 130, and I got even a bigger medicine actually, a stronger medicine, a stronger dosage. It was earlier 25 mg, now it is 50 mg. I'm making people as moderators. It is not like I'm trying not to. I've made Ghosh Shura as moderator. Now I have to go to the other channel, which is Working Man's Hostel, and I have to actually make Mr. Timothy a moderator over there because he's over there. I hope he is over there. No? Where is Mr. Timothy? Uh, he is Timothy? But where is his comment, by the way? I don't know how this works. Hi, Ma. Good morning, good night, whatever. A very long evening for you. Please, please come up. You don't need any introductions. Uh, I don't know. Where is the damn thing? One thing about rising blood pressure is that people should check it out. It makes you in a state of rush all the time. You are having top notch adrenaline that is going back and forth. And that is how actually people think. Ma, at last I came. Oh, heavens. Heavens. So, the medicine that I used to have is Metexcel 25. Now it is Metexcel 50. The dosage has been increased. That's it. To curb the blood pressure problem. And it is going to continue unless and until I make some lifestyle changes about it. So that is my sob story. Shall I post it in the Discord as well that I am streaming? I'm streaming. Everyone is busy playing chess, however, with Mr. Iridium. And that's a good thing, by the way. That's a good thing. Uh, Uh, gloves and tools. Uh, where is my brother Frankie when you need him? Actually, uh, 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 where is Ma? Everyone is having a chess game. So I cannot have a monologue actually, ma'am. Come on, you know this. So if it is convenient for you, I am not saying that you should come up regardless of whatever is the matter. But if you are comfortable, so please come up. If possible. If not possible, then fine. Mm, okay, so I talked to Reishi for the first time. There are many things to talk about, but what is the thing that I should clearly talk about right now? I mean, what is the thing? Uh, any changes that have happened so far? No. So, what shall we talk about? Ah, Ma is here. Hi, Ma.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Sweet.
can.
All right. Trying this on my phone.
Come on. You must be sleeping, right?
No, I'm actually kind of going through some stuff in my garage.
Okay.
Getting some fish ready for some breeding. And I need a place to grow some babies.
Okay. No wonder you are called a good mother.
So how are you?
I am back. The dosage has been increased, but I am
Mhm.
always, raging on my parents who are saying, you should park your car over there. I don't want to park my car over there.
Oh no.
And they are also understanding that I'm having some anger issues because of that very problem, because your body is in constant rush actually.
Yeah.
Your body is okay. So Mr. Timothy is here. Okay, I shall make him now moderator. His earlier comment actually, you know, has he been added as a moderator? Okay, yes, he has been. So what happened was, there was a student who came up to me. His father actually was a doctor. So, meanwhile, uh, he said to me that, sir, you are from the administrative section and you should see this. I have actually been given an undue notice regarding eviction or something from the dormitory. So I said to him, okay, fine, I will deal with you. So, where does your father practice? He was a physician. So, sir, he practices over that part of the city. So I said, fine, I would go over there. I would meet him and I would discuss your eviction with him if possible. So he said, Oh yes, sure, sir. Sure, sir. I would rather want to stay with my parents at home rather than in the dormitory. So he vacated it, and I got a lovely physician doctor. He gave me medicine, and it is all under control
Good.
since yesterday, and I am, loving it. It is just that you are having some sweating problems, cold sweat or something, but
Hmm.
that's it. That is the extent of
Yeah.
it.
Timothy said watching chess is like watching grass grow. Actually, absolute knowledge seekers commentary is
Oh
funny during
yes,
the chess games. That guy cracks me up.
oh yes, oh yes. What are we going to overanalyze this evening? We could go in any direction if people want. I want to see as to what other people are doing because I have been back after so much time that Mayu gave me a self-authoring link earlier regarding self-authoring of the book. So my book actually, I would try to make it around March, the end of March. My book would be coming out.
Sweet.
At least the publishing part would be done. It would be up on Amazon alongside the stalwarts of NGTOW community, which I wanted from the first instance. Now it is the case. I would be a author. I
Yeah.
can write that in my bio now.
Well, people keep telling me I need to write a book, and I'm no writer at all.
But you gave me the link for self-authoring means you have had already checked it for yourself as well. So
Mm,
you could write a book, uh,
mm.
isn't it? Come
I, I
on now.
I keep getting distracted every time I sit down to write. I think about the hundred other things I could be doing instead.
Okay. So
Lord Jeremy.
yes,
Actually, getting a big glass of
someone
water.
she is from the fisheries department.
Right?
Horticulture, animal husbandry. There are departments in India, government departments like for maintaining the demography, or shall we say, the populace of the fishes in a pond or something, like a lake.
Mm-hmm.
And India has one of Asia's biggest lake called Chilika Lake. I went over there. It breeds dolphins.
Dolphins in a lake?
Yes, because the lake is connected to the Bay of Bengal.
Mm,
So half part is the lake, and then you would see a blue water. You know,
yeah.
so the even though so they could come in and go in as and when they want. So they breed dolphins over there. It is
Hmm.
already connected.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't breed dolphins.
No, but you could breed goldfish. I mean,
Yeah.
depending on the availability of resources that we have. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that is a very important thing that you are doing. But these goldfishes, I think you should sell them as well, if possible.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
have to.
in aquariums and all these people who sell aquariums. There is a gentleman who comes on your channel. He also has an aquarium, I suppose.
Yeah. Um. That's definitely a
Hey,
goal. Hello, Douglas. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
Um, Nice to see you guys. Contriver, GM, everything is good. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm good. I think
Uh,
Contriver's finally back and feeling better.
Good. I wasn't aware you were feeling bad. But,
Well, blood pressure is such a thing, my friend. What can we do
mm-hmm.
about it?
Yeah. How are you today?
Better than I deserve.
Good. Me too, man. Me too. I'm grateful for every day. Most days.
Yes. No, mother is in actually, doing some aquarium work, Mr. Timothy.
That's cool.
She has such a big aquarium and it has like the relics of the Roman Empire in the background. Like it is a very
Hmm.
scenic beauty and I love it. I don't like
Yeah, those.
big fishes in the aquarium. I like goldfish. Like it is people put some tiger shark fishes over there. I don't
Mhm.
really like it. I like small fishes like goldfish.
We have fish where I'm at and I wasn't aware of this until today, that they take bluegill and they use them as bait to catch bigger fish.
Mhm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yes. I mean, they do it, but that could exactly be how the food chain would be if they are in a free water, I suppose. I actually went to a bank, and it used to have an aquarium. Then I saw tigerfish. I was mocking the tigerfish from outside the aquarium. Tigerfish came, ran in, and this was a very tiny, teeny, tiny little child of a tigerfish, like a newborn child, and
Hmm.
the fish actually rammed its own head on the aquarium side, and the aquarium made a sound of a little bit, and everyone in the bank where I went to encash some money for myself actually was looking at me, including the bank employees, that as to what I'm doing actually. Huh? So at some time, after some time, when you are in your 30s, you are not supposed to do childish activities.
Oh,
Right.
I'll tell you though, you have to, I think, because
No, no,
you,
no. But if the
yeah.
aquarium would had been broken, all the fishes would have been dead, including I would have had to pay money
Oh,
for the aquarium.
Mm.
oh yeah, no, that probably wouldn't have worked out.
And the fish actually hit the one of the wall of the aquarium from the inside. And I got so scared that you are such a teeny tiny fish, but you are ramming your own head into the aquarium.
Yeah, that's not good for them. I mean,
Exactly so.
sharks. A lot of time people put fish in just too small of water, and they get
Yes.
depressed, and then they get sick, and then they die.
Yeah. I just wanted to come say hello for a minute and let y'all know I was doing good, but Contriver, glad you're feeling better, and I don't really have a whole lot else going on. I just wrapped up my week on the train, and now I have a day off and waiting to hear what my marching orders are next.
Hmm.
So,
But
how
it's
is
it.
your drinking problem?
Actually, I haven't had any um in I think about 14 days now.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
And
Nice.
so, yeah, that's actually it got a lot easier after our conversation with Bullets, GM, and Billy the Goat. It actually has just been getting better since that conversation.
Oh,
And
that's
uh,
good.
and then when I started when I started working as well
Yeah.
with the railroad, I'm I'm pretty much too exhausted to want it. It's usually I get off work, cook something to eat, take care of whatever I need to around here, and then go to sleep. And so far so good.
Yeah, are you feeling better, like physically?
Yeah, actually I am. Um, I'm not feeling the anxiousness that like so that's pretty much gone. Um, and so that's awesome.
That is
Just
awesome.
facing that and getting over that. And I've been climbing up on trains this week. Um, brand new to it,
Hmm.
and I'm getting my adrenaline there. I don't know if that's helping, but I think it probably is. So it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying myself out there. And then I'm just too tired at the end of it, and so yeah, it's actually not been that difficult.
Yeah. It helps when you're busy, huh?
Yeah,
Plus, we
yes,
have good friends who would help you,
yeah.
like Good
Oh,
Mother and Mr.
absolutely.
Bullets and Mr.
Oh God,
Iridium.
yeah. All of you guys are wonderful people, and I appreciate your support. This is this whole community's wonderful. I mean, just full of great people. So, and it's awesome. I can reach out to people um, without judgment. That's like I never learned that in church. Like I never got that. I believe, but I never got that. And everything that happens here, and this is just my own opinion, and I wouldn't say take it as gospel, but everything that happens here is authentic,
Mm.
like and genuine. So it it's like it's way better. I think people are way better. Uh, that's just my opinion. Like, so I don't know where I'm going with that, but I just think people are way better than they are bad. So,
Yeah. Ones that try to be better anyway.
oh sure, yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, I'm glad things are going well for you, Douglas.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It's going to be a lot to learn with it, but I'm just taking it one day at a time because what those guys know out there,
Hmm.
it has taken decades to learn. It didn't just happen in a day.
Lord Jeremy. Churches where hypocrites gather to judge each other superficially.
It's true. It's true. And me and Lord Jeremy had a conversation about a week ago about it. And it's a world I really never want to go back into for several different reasons. Not you know, I love. I think God is awesome, and I think people are wonderful, created in His image. Um, and that's everywhere. That's all to me. That's every person. So I don't know. Anyway, I didn't mean to come in here and talk your all's head off.
No, it's all right. It's quite all right, Douglas.
Plus, it's a real freedom to say I don't know. Also,
Mm.
because I think myself and other people get it in their head that it's this certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's no flexibility. And so it's some things I just don't know. I don't understand all. I don't have all wisdom,
Right.
basically. Um, still going for more of that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hmm. Well, it's almost the end of another year.
A very good year,
Yeah.
according to me, because we have had so much to actually learn.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of trying to figure out what else I need to do.
You should write a book now. It is, no, I'm being serious. You should write a book because it is about time that you add more authenticity to whatever you say regarding anything. And you should write a book. See, you are the only one who resurrected a dead horse that had become the MGTOW community. So, if you would, as a woman, if you would write a book on MGTOW philosophy or the community in general, then you would be able to add more authenticity to our claim.
Yeah, I came across these feminists that were talking about some studies and stuff that were done on the manosphere, and they were very interested. One chick wrote a book.
Laura
Um,
Bates,
yeah, Laura Bates. Yeah,
yes.
actually,
So,
yeah.
exactly. So instead of Laura Bates, who is basking in the glory of we hunted the mammoth sort of a stuff, why is it not that someone like Good Mother should write a book on MGTOW about the sad state of affairs, and she would bring to the fore everything regarding MGTOW philosophy and the community in general, which you are very much a part of.
No, I'm just a visitor.
No, I don't consider you as a visitor. You are my co-host.
Nah.
It is,
I'm
hey,
support staff to
don't sell
Travis.
yourself short. Don't sell yourself short.
No.
It has always been like that. And we are not a bunch of ungrateful people who would, turn a Nelson's eye towards the things that you have done personally. And I would always say that. Why? Because you have done for me and for the community. So we
Yes.
are not ungrateful people.
I know you
Mm-mm.
guys aren't. It's just I look out and there's a couple people that are trying to have a go at each other, and it's so screwed up because they agree on mostly everything, which it's the same
Mm-mm.
story over and over and over everywhere, and I don't know exactly
Look,
why, or if it's necessary, or if it's just fun for them, or
yes, it is fun for them. They have
yeah.
not, matured as from the age of 5 or 6,
Mm,
regardless of whatever their physiological changes have happened. So my request to you would be, I cannot say anything, but I can only request you. My humble request to you would be, ma'am, please, madam, please
mm,
write a book on MGTOW philosophy. That would be the bestseller, first of all, because it is written by a woman.
Mm.
Second of all, you would be talking about men's problems and men's issues, about the learned helplessness of a man that is the basic cause of a man's depression or any of the thing which men cannot speak for themselves. And when you would do that, uh, people would try it would kill two birds with one stone. First, it would add more authenticity to your claims as an authoress of the book, and
mm.
second of all, it will it would lead to us gaining traction again, which we once used to have. So it is all in all a good thing.
Yeah, looking back at the history and stuff, it looks like you guys had a lot of traction before the Trump thing happened, and then everything went. It's
You
Yeah.
almost
know,
like there was more.
ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, Anti Defamation League. It happened before Trump. It did not happen on the day of insurrection. It happened before that. It happened in 2018. It was even before the debate that Hatemma, the so-called female MRA, had with TFM, which we reacted to.
Yeah.
It was even before that. It was in 2017.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
but 2017 was a big year.
Yes, and
That
it
it,
was
that was the year the most women were elected into government
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm.
our entire history. And then 2018, there were a bunch of bills passed to start censoring people's speech online.
Yeah.
hold on.
I wonder.
Since yeah. Please continue. I'm actually searching for something. Douglas, please speak.
Oh no. Oh shoot. I'm sorry. I fell asleep. I apologize.
Okay.
Uh, Forgive me. I've been up pretty early. I no and so at this point, being called a Trumper, and I know this is probably off the conversation, and I'll leave you guys alone here shortly. But like for me, when somebody insults me for that, I now wear that as a badge of honor. Like that's a point of pride to me. It's like uh and then I don't know where I'm going with that, but anyway, I'm getting tired. Sorry guys.
That's all right, Douglas.
I'm gonna
It's
knock
fine,
off
it's
here
fine.
and go to sleep.
It's fine.
Thanks for letting me come on, Contriver, and GM. Good to see you too. You
Good to
guys are
see you,
great
Douglas.
Hey,
people, and I'm not much
it's
for
your channel,
online communication that all the time, but
brother.
you guys are great, and it's nice to see you.
Good to see you too,
Thank
Douglas.
you.
Have a good night, okay?
Thanks a lot, brother.
You too. I'm gonna go pass out.
Good
Y'all
All
night.
have a
right.
good one.
All right.
So, I got to another geopolitical, geostrategic think tank who invites Mr. Thomas Sowell, of all people, and they were talking about the deep able to see it right now. It is something called Who Were You Know? I am telling for the peasants actually. Institution. Hoover institution. Come on. Hoover institutions on war, revolution, and peace. Oh, about Hoover. About Hoover. Located on the campus of Stanford University and in Washington, D.C., the Hoover Institution is the nation's preeminent research center dedicated to generating policy ideas that promote economic, uh,
Contriver,
that
did you see that video I
yes,
shared in the community tab? Louis Rossman. Did you watch the video
which
with the New York
which one?
governor?
Which one?
Pretty much
Oh
like
yes, oh
butchering
yes,
the bill that he's been literally working at and
yes, yes,
for the past 7 years, him and tons of other people that I guess it passed in New York State, like
yes.
140 something to two.
It is on
But
my
then the
side.
governor
Yes, it
changed
could be on my side.
like a sentence after it
Yes,
was passed to totally make it worthless.
yes.
What the hell?
Oh, it is. It has been made worthless. Okay. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Let me search the video first of all.
See, Lord Jeremy said
Is it on
MGTOW is
your
on
commute?
autopilot.
Yes, MGTOW is on autopilot. Nothing else needs to be done. But if our community gains much exposure, I mean, regarding 21 and their conventions, it has been done mostly by Good Mother and by the Herculean efforts of her. So we know that already. But otherwise as well, if we would, try to uh, do something by writing a book, that could add much more, authenticity to our claims. And is it on your community tab, Ma?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Top. Come on. Don't do this. Community feminist New York governor
Hey, everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having.
sabotages. Did we add the banner? No, no, we did not. Okay. Now it is there. Right on schedule. Okay, so what is on schedule? Let us see.
He was so pissed. He did another live after that where he was drinking and talking shit about equal rights, and he
Filed
called Governor Cuomo a cunt, and he's like,
with
and this
Senate Bill
governor's
41 to
also.
amend this law.
Yes. Yes, there is also
This
what?
struggle net. Huh?
Okay. I said there is also what?
I don't know.
Okay. Nixing the fix. An FTC report to Congress on repair restrictions. There was an Indian economist, by the way, whom I was listening to. He was talking about
Hmm.
America, and he was saying that much of the infrastructure within America has deteriorated beyond redemption right now. So,
Hmm.
what America needs is the same level of infrastructure development that countries like South Africa or China or India or any other countries like Russia are doing right now. So, we need more construction in jobs, we need more construction of schools, colleges, hospitals, that sort of a thing, like building structure.
Hmm.
So, anyone who is looking for a lucrative opportunity, they should go in construction worker business or whatever, like paving the road or anything, you know,
Yeah.
setting up a tile. I know it is a blue collar job, being an electrician or a plumber, but it also pays handsomely well enough to be a minimalist and survive on your own, actually. Shall we listen this video?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Everything they said about safety is manufactured not or secure, not one citation. In spite of that, the governor has it written into the bill that this is absolute and utter troll. So it says, and I am pleased to have reached an agreement with the legislature to address these issues. This agreement eliminates the bill's original requirement calling for OEMs to provide to the public any password, security codes, and materials to override security features, and allows for original equipment manufacturers to provide assemblies of parts rather than individual components when the risk of improper installation heightens the risk of injury. So what does that mean? That means that this bill is functionally useless. It's functionally useless. Like, well, what do I do? Why come to us? Why do people show up to this store rather than go to the manufacturer? Because the manufacturer will tell you that when you have a bad $28 chip on your motherboard, that what you need to do is replace the $745. We will do the work to replace individual components rather than entire assemblies. That is the point. That people will come to us to have their $72 LCD screen replaced rather than have their $450 LCD assembly that has the cable and the hinges and the webcam and the metal and the Apple logo in the back, all replaced when the only problem is the screen. This is what we've been looking for this entire time, the ability to buy parts. Writing into the bill that you can say that you could just make available and there's nothing up or anything like that makes the functionally useless. What have I said about the IRP program this entire time? Why have I said I don't become Apple authorized? Because if you become Apple authorized, you cannot buy just the LCDs that you can actually do an economic repair for your customer. You must buy this expensive ass assembly. You cannot get a chip. What you need to do is buy a motherboard, which is ridiculously overpriced when somebody just needs one IC. When Apple does, and what I said in my testimony to the is they'll make this $15 chip available to the general public. Make sure that they can't buy it so that when you have a problem with this particular device, you have to go and buy the entire assembly. That's the entire point. It's the entire reason for this bill. It's the entire thing I've been talking about in this channel for the last 7 fucking years, and they ignored every single one of it and passed a useless piece of shit bill that does nothing. This is, in my opinion, actually worse than nothing because people are going to see landmark right to repair bill passed, right to repair bill passed, and they're going to say, oh, we're done. Yeah, we don't have to deal with this anymore. Why is that guy in the blue shirt in the cabinet like bitching? He got what do you want? Again, if it literally just vetoed the fucking bill, in my opinion, this would be better because at least we would know where she stands rather than editing the bill in this sneaky ass way. They could dig him. Here's what happened. What they did is many of these manufacturers have produced their own self-repair programs, which, as I've said, functionally useless, can't get the 99% of what we need to actually be able to do an economically viable quality repair for our customer, can't get access to any of that. And now you have a right to repair bill that essentially is the same thing as the manufacturer's own shit repair program. You may wonder, why am I being so unfair on this? How bad could these pros be that are coming out from the manufacturers where they just sell assembly? Let's look at Samsung's. Samsung has a self-repair program. The battery is $206 because they're selling you the battery with the screen. They glue the battery. It's dangerous for you to unglue the battery that they have decided to glue with industrial grade adhesive to the device. So I talked about this here. Samsung trolls users with horrible self-repair program. $206 cell phone battery. This is a $206 battery. And you're going to see more of this. That is compliant with the program because they implicitly into the fucking bill that is okay, which makes this bill useless. You added one line to this bill that erases 7 years of work. Great fucking job, Governor Hochul. This isn't right to repair. This is a bastardization. And again, it's honestly like we knew what to expect. This is in the post today. This poll, as put together, it says right here, she'll pass the bill. 5% said yes. She'll fuck it up. 95% that 5% of the voters expected that this would be fucked up. And that's exactly what happened. And it was fucked up in exactly the manner that I described in yesterday's video. Now, there are many people that are going to say, I can't believe that you moved to Texas. Why would you move to a state that has these types of laws that protected right to repair, that wanted to do something good for the consumer in your industry? Because they'd screw it up. We're talking about a state. We're talking about a city where they don't even know their own laws, where they can't even tell you how to obey their own laws. When you call them up and ask them, how do I obey your laws? This happens.
Never picked it up, and they won't answer my phone calls or text messages or emails. Does that have to get entered into the leads online database, or how does that work?
The entirety of everything you do when you're dealing with government in New York State and New York City, it's a clusterfuck from start to finish. It is a horribly corrupt pile of shit. That's what it has always been, and that is likely what it will always be. And a small part of me felt a tiny bit of optimism. Maybe I did something right. 7 years of work, 7 years of doing the right thing, engaging with people on all sides of the political spectrum, showing up in my state legislature, running workshops versus the normal average people get excited about repair, teaching hundreds of thousands of people how to fix shit for free on YouTube, all this type of stuff. I thought maybe I finally did something that could overcome the clusterfuck of shit that is New York State and New York City government, but it is impossible. And unfortunately tonight, Governor Hochul confirmed every single one of them in my comments that thought that nothing good could come out of that state. Great fucking job. The entire reason that we have fought for this for the past 10 years is so that we can get access to individual parts without having to deal with the Lord of War, Nicolas Cage supply chain. That's all we've been fighting for this entire time. Outside of the discussion of assessing in part features and not providing codes or materials to be able to overall, what is a security feature? I mean, you have manufacturers that are pairing things, claiming that this is about your safety and security. They are pairing the screen to the phone, pairing a dime fucking paper to the third-party paper. Imagine they're going to at some point say that third-party paper causes paper cuts, so we can't have using that. Manufacturers have used safety and security as a reason to restrict your freedom and what you can do with your device for over a decade now, and this is going to get much worse into the future. And the one chance that we had to fight back against this has been completely effing neutered to the point where it's fun.
Okay.
Safety and
I mean,
security.
these sort of, yes, in the name of safety and security. Well, the state
Yeah.
is, the benevolent government is at it again. And I actually commend this gentleman to actually have the brains to find a solution regarding this very, uh, problem. But the only thing about it is this, that this gentleman would then be indicted, and as we all know and all we say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah,
Because
he did.
how dare you try to find a solution for the problems of these common peasants
Yeah,
whom we have been taking on a ride for so long regarding the right to repair. I also understood the context of what he was trying to say, that if you buy from Applebee's, then you have to buy, if you have an iPhone, then you are mostly done. Even in Samsung, they are selling you batteries glued with the screens so that you cannot unglue it. So he's talking about assembling or private assembling, and that
hmm,
is a good thing actually. That
yeah,
would solve so much of the issues. In India, we mostly have to, rely on someone who says that, just like my phone's display actually, the phone screen actually, uh, you know, shattered. It was completely blown up. So I tried to contact my Samsung local dealer. He said that we are the ones who sell legitimate parts of Samsung. But I would tell you this: go to the place from where you purchase the phone, the shop, and if they are doing for a lighter display, please go for that. Because if we order that very display and it is going to come around 3 4 days, then you would have to purchase it. It would be incumbent upon you to purchase it, and it was quite expensive. So I got a very, shall we say, localized or fake display, and it is still working. As long as it is still working, it doesn't matter.
yeah. He actually, if you look under his lives, he has one that says like "fuck New York" or something, where he was
Yes,
going in and talk. This was after his initial being pissed off. He drank like a bottle of Ciroc, decided to stream again. But he was talking about how there was a right to repair bill that actually passed in India.
yes.
Yeah,
And why not? I mean, right to repair. Because if we go by the idiom of the West, we do not have the per capita income to actually not do all these hacks. Because we even have a per capita income that is even lower than that of the Japanese and the South Koreans.
yeah.
So we cannot afford to have that level of luxury.
See, and he pulled it up online. Um, one of the parts
Yes,
dealerships or whatever, and he
yes,
scrolled down through all the little parts that were like displayed in the prices, but says unavailable in your area. Like,
yes,
I didn't realize that government, the state you live in, the idiots that you pay your taxes to, had the right to say whether you can buy a part or whether you have to buy the whole more expensive replacement thing.
Oh
That's fucking
my.
ridiculous.
I, I I would drop even a bombshell bigger than this, parts and spare parts supply thing. Do you know that if you actually try to, uh, let us just say about the jab, uh, if you try to import the jab from other countries like India, China, or Russia, which are not human gene editing vaccines, which are made from the very same virus, that is the Wuhan virus, then you would come to realize that your government would put you in a prison for black marketing and smuggling.
Mm.
even if you are importing the jab
Yeah,
from
that's
other
crazy.
countries. Yes, so I mean,
It's
I could
crazy.
not wrap my head around it that if people, other countries, so countries could do it bilaterally, but the citizens cannot. Why is
Right.
that? And then these people have the gall to actually talk about freedom of speech and freedom of association of persons, you know, regarding their mood swings and expediency. I mean, can you be, not so obvious when you are
Right.
talking about these things?
Right. Yeah, actually, his live after that was kind of depressing. He was like talking about how much he failed and how it was just pointless the past 7 years, and all because of feminists want to take in, and dictate what is safe for adults to do.
Oh, no, not only that, you have to lobotomize yourself to their level, and you have to declare that, just like in that, even, I mean, forget about these big things like, spare part supply and the display supply or whatever, but you see that very thing called uh, you know what, Raging Golden Eagle, the one in which video you reacted to the MGTOW documentary. After that, you and Mr. Bullets were there, and you people were seeing the Raging Golden Eagle video. I
Mhm.
still see that, and he was talking about how children actually prefer Western Japanese manga rather than Western animation because they don't treat them like idiots, and that is why they like it a lot in Japanese animation. So not only that, you have to lobotomize your children to the level of an idiot, but you have to lobotomize yourself to be of the at the level of an idiot, so that you would be able to connect with them.
Mhm.
That sort of thing is happening even in things like entertainment, manga, animation. So this gentleman and his anguish, I can really understand that, because I remember when this bill was getting passed, that it was a huge commotion in India that America is actually doing this, because, as you all know, we always look up to and try to emulate the West, isn't it? But
Right.
we do it via expediency. If we do not have the means to do that, we would never be able to do that, because the people would revolt, and the state also knows that. Now, in the case of other people, like shall we say, there were some publications who were actually publishing the story that, oh, America would have the right to repair, but they were also, in the very same breath, they were saying that, but isn't the per capita income of America so much so that they could actually afford it? Yes, they were saying that.
Mhm.
So all in all, it comes down to affluence, economic affluence. If you would have the wherewithal to do that, you can do that. If you don't have that, I don't think that is a good idea. And that is why I also said America actually needs 10 to 20 trillion dollars of, shall we say, uh, infrastructure development. Yes, there I said it. Sorry, Tradicucks, you have no chance.
Yeah, but I was talking with a fellow goldfish keeper, and he was saying that over in Corpus Christi, they're doing a lot as far as infrastructure right now.
My Okay, I should not have said that, but my brother actually lives in LA. He used to live in LA. Now he lives in Long Island, New York. He
Mm.
spent some time in San Francisco as well. So they said that it looks like India, meaning that it looks as much as like with the potholes in the road and whatnot, that it looks like India. We don't, feel homesick when we are over there. That was his
That's
statement.
sad. That's sad.
That's sad. I mean, you
Yeah,
go to America, you try to be an American, and then you get the feeling of India over there.
right.
It is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, I haven't spent much time in either states.
Yes, it is
I guess,
California, San
yeah.
Francisco, and LA. Now he is in Long Island, New York. So I understand this gentleman.
Oh yeah, on his
Act-
live, he was he was really talking shit about feminists. He even pointed out that that governor pushed Cuomo out of the way just to take his job.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Andrew
I mean,
Cuomo.
yeah, yeah. He actually called Cuomo a cunt. He's like Cuomo was a cunt, and even this one, he's like, I'm gonna stop there because New York Times is gonna try to quote me.
Yes. No, there is a politician from Calgary, parliamentarian, senator in your American lingo. She had a Freudian slip in the parliament building in Canada. What she
Really?
said was, enough with this shit. And then she bit her own tongue that
Mm,
enough with this. I'm sorry, I wanted to say, enough with this heck of a nonsense that is going all around in the name of carbon taxes.
mm,
Because we are the ones who are bearing the brunt of minus 50 degree Celsius of a temperature over
right.
there in Alberta.
Yeah, it's crazy
So it is
cold over
freezing
there.
cold. Yes, yes, it
I,
is.
s- I saw one Fast Dax video
Yes,
about the Christmas lights, and all those people are
yes.
outside driving around on the snow, and no, thank you.
The lake was frozen as well.
Mm,
The lake where these people were taking a bath or something, it was also frozen.
mm. Well, so what do you have coming up for 2023, Contriver?
Uh, Nothing much, ma. I would go in the direction that you would actually steer the ship. I mean, you are the captain in that regard. Whatever you say,
Mm-mm.
we would
Mm-mm.
be up to it. Not because that we don't have a mind of our own, but because I want to. I actually wanted to interview Mr. Jeff Younger,
Mm,
if possible. And I also want to get on the panel of that very Indian journalist and I I mean, he would be asking questions to me in Hindi, and I
Mm-hmm.
would be answering back to him in English, so that it would be beneficial for the Western audience like yourself and others as well to actually see the osmosis as to what has happened regarding the MGTOW philosophy being globalized, and that is how I want to see it. And that gentleman also says that you would never see a super chat, you would never see a banner running on my channel that says that please donate this much amount of money to me because I have to barely make ends meet or something like that. No, I am doing this out of my own concern. uh, I mean, he is very much of a an MRA ish sort of a chap in that regard, but I actually wanted to. I have not been able to get a hold of his, shall we say, email. Otherwise, I would had emailed it. I was very happy, however, that the giraffe actually asked my question and raised some concerns, although in a very convoluted way, so much so that it lost its essence.
Mm.
Asked the question to Andrew Tate. Again, I told her that you should collaborate with some of the people overseas as well to actually get it through. But I think that now she is very much cautious and on alert as to how she should moderate and self censor herself. So, in
Mm.
that regard, she would not be doing much, which was anticipated of her from the day one. But that's it.
Timothy. I am having some venison stew.
So, are you back on your laptop?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I moved my chair.
Okay.
I had to service my sump in my big
Okay.
fish tank. I actually got a
Okay.
fish stuck the other night, and I had to take. It got
Okay.
stuck like way down
Okay.
in one of the pipes. So
Okay. Okay. It is also, uh, but you always eat your dinner, very early. How is it that you are eating so late?
well, it's 10 p.m.
Okay. I remember you saying to me once that when I was having my dinner at 11:30 in the uh,
Hmm.
almost midnight, and you were saying that, hey, you people in India, you said to me that
Hmm.
why do you eat so late? And I told you that because my mother was ill, so she
Yeah.
could not make it earlier. That was the
Well,
only reason.
but Contriver, you get up so much earlier than I do. Like I I think I got up at 4 today. So
Oh wow.
technically it's a lunch, maybe.
Oh yes. For me, it would be breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, I've been off all week, so my sleep schedule's way messed up.
Okay.
Way messed up now. Plus, my goldfish spawn at nighttime, so been watching for activity.
All right, so let us conclude at that. And this is just a homecoming stream that I did. We would do much more streams after this, but
Okay.
I hope. You also have to sleep, right? So that is why I am not going to push this any further. I would
Okay.
keep it simple and short.
Okay. Well, it was good talking to you.
Uh, no, no, you have to remain backstage.
Okay.
I'm ending just the broadcast. So thank you for all the people, Mr. Timothy, Mr. Lord Jeremy, Riggs, JR, uh, Douglas, anybody who has come here, Mr. Mikta Outlaw, uh, Mr. Pliskin, uh, who else is here? And last but not the least, the one who gave me, the StreamYard link. Good mother. So thank you, all of you. And we are ending the broadcast. Three, two, one.